What's going on, YouTube? I am back today with another live stream because Rilla was on my ass today because I got drunk last night and I did not upload the video. I have plenty of content, but I did not upload. Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to turn off, I'm not going to read the chat. I'm going to turn it off for me. Yes, I will be going to Ethiopia. And I'm going to turn it off because of that reason. I will sit here and read the chat and interrupt myself reading you guys' comments. And I need to just get this out the way and then read the comments. Now, the reason I don't do as many live streams as you guys know is because, let me turn these comments off before I keep getting distracted. The reason I don't do as many live streams is because it is 8 in the morning here. I woke up at 7. I could have started an hour ago, but that is hella early to wake up. And that means I could get up at 6 a.m. I could be on here at 6 a.m., which I should do that. But I hang out every day, or I hang out so late when I couldn't wake up at 6 a.m. and actually talk about it. Just like today, I didn't sleep that much. But I did upload, so I didn't have an option. I had to work. Now, let's talk about, was Brazil, the city of Brazil, was that the biggest blessing? The biggest blessing in disguise, I would call it. And a lot of people call it that, and I would call it that. Big blessing for my channel and for you, my audience. And I'm going to have as much as I is more. Yes, was the best thing that has happened to the channel so far. As you can tell, I'm gonna give you a list of about 10 reasons why I wrote them, and then I'm gonna number one, and everybody has noticed the production of my videos has not dealing with a bunch of women out here. See, in Brazil, I was dealing. So I would just edit real quick. Get back. I got to get back outside. I got something to do. I got a date going on. I got to go pick up a chick. You know, that was literally my daily life. So now I have more time than ever to edit these videos, to add new. Oh shit. Let me know if y'all think the one moment. Y'all let me know if my internet is back up. Fuck. This is the worst Airbnb I've stayed in. Somebody said that the internet is better. Shit's annoying. Okay. Let me just see if I can turn on the hotspot on my phone like somebody said. Okay. Is it back? Everybody give me a 1 if you can hear and see me just fine. Okay. That's literally running the hotspot off my phone. This internet and this Airbnb. I'm gonna let you know that there's people. See, I gotta be careful about what I say now. Now that I know that people are gonna try to twist my words. So there's another country next to Thailand or nearby Thailand. Nearby, it's not next to it. Nearby Thailand, a rich country, and those people come from that country over here to make Airbnbs, and they don't give a damn about their units. So they come up the people, the white people or the Thai people that have Airbnbs, they do a good job of taking care of their Airbnbs. The Thai people do a good job. But those people from that other country nearby, they come over here and they don't give a fuck about these units. They really don't. And if you know, you know. But I plan to go to that country one day, and I know people are going to try to twist my words. So I don't want to talk. I don't want to end up like those 3 black chicks that are going viral right now. Anyway, and also make sure y'all get them locked up. Lock them up. Now let's talk about the production. The production of the videos has gotten a lot better. Number one, because I'm not chasing a bunch of women. I'm not dealing with a bunch of women. I should say, not chasing. I'm not dealing with a bunch of women. When I was in Brazil, I was dealing with a bunch of women. That's why all y'all saw was me posting women. Now, I could have, now that I've been exposed, now that what happened, I realize now I could have posted those women in a different way. I could have done like what I was doing with Kate, like, oh, like, because people did want to see Brazil, but I didn't want to believe that. I wasn't believing that. Because when I showed things that weren't the women in Brazil, nobody looked at it. But I could have, like, oh, you know what? Let me just take so and so on a date like I do Kate. Like, I'm going to go ziplining. Had I not, which that video didn't do well because the thumbnail wasn't that good, but had I not, well, let's say this. I did a grocery shopping video in Brazil, and that video to this day has like 6,000 views. But then I do a video about women in Brazil and it gets 100,000 views. But what didn't cross my mind was let me put the two together and get a woman to go to the grocery store like I did Kate. I took Kate to the grocery store and people loved that video. Okay. That video is getting like 2,000 views an hour versus 6,000 views. And it's been 3-4 months since I recorded that video in Brazil. So there you have it. But anyway, the production has went up. I added music to the video. It's not the same song like it used to be. You guys can tell I'm putting a little more effort into how I record. I mean, how I edit my transition shots. I've been slacking on that the past day or two with the transition shots, but I actually do those things. And it's not just red pill talking. I'm actually a vlogger. But I'm gonna get to the intent and other. I'm gonna get to my message here in a second. What also has improved is my intent or my ability for other people to see my intent. We all know my intent is for men to date overseas and live overseas because it's better on all aspects overseas. But I feel like the way how I'm showing it now, because I'm with the same woman and she's, taking care of me, my intent is a lot clearer with what my videos are for. Now, you still have some people in the comments that are confused, like, oh, is this a travel channel or a dating channel? It's a travel channel. I just so happen to have a woman in the video. That's the answer to your question. Okay. It is a travel channel. I've been in 4 cities in the past 20 days. It's a travel channel. I've been in 4 since I left the United States. I've been to Pattaya, Bangkok, Pattaya, Rio, Salvador, Recife, Sao Paulo, and 4. I've been in almost 10 different cities. Almost 10 different cities. This is a travel channel, but it's also about women as well. But I should call it dating now because I'm not dating multiple women anymore. Let me see if there's any super chats in the meantime. Okay. Yeah, people ask, is this a dating or a travel channel? People ask that. I don't know what difference does it make. Do you like the videos or you don't? This video is about Austin Hollywood, in my life. I'm a traveler. And I said that last year. Let me take down this comment. Yes, I do speak Portuguese. So, one big thing I have noticed that has improved since I started doing this was my daily life and activities have improved. When I was in Brazil, all I did, if it was a Tuesday, got up, went to the gym, which I loved my life in Brazil, by the way. Went to the gym, ate at the restaurant next door to the gym. And then, in some sort of fashion, whether if I went to the mall, after all that, I was looking for women. That was my daily life. And no, it was not getting old. No, it was not getting old. No, it was not getting old. Then it would have never got old. But my content was getting old. And my daily, and I was wondering why my views were going down because I'm doing the same shit every day. And let's throw in, I was getting drunk too. So my daily activities now, I'm visiting temples, I'm doing zip lining. What else have I been doing? What else have I been doing? I've been doing a lot. I've done a lot more than I was in Brazil. That has improved. Let me look at my videos. Zip lining. My life is a lot more interesting. Trying new foods, going island hopping now that I'm looking at it. Kate showing me all these restaurants, all these different beaches. It's the life is a lot more interesting here in Thailand because of that heat I got in Brazil. That heat I got in Brazil caused me to realize, okay, because by the way, I never said this because I didn't want any haters to have any ideas. But every morning when I was in Brazil and I was talking a lot of shit, I used to wake up every morning like, when the hell am I going to get canceled? When are they going to delete my fucking YouTube channel? When are they going to do that? I used to wonder that. I used to literally ask myself, how much longer can I do this? How much longer can I hit? I'm never apologizing to American women. Let me get that understood. That's never going to happen. But how much longer can I talk shit online? And I think I got a taste of what that would have been like. I thought my YouTube channel was going to get deleted whenever it happened, but it didn't. They started a whole petition to get me taken off social media, and you see that shit didn't work. So God gave me another chance. And I appreciate that because I don't give people second chances. Like, absolutely no. You got to be a family member or a super close friend. And it can't be that bad what you did. But anyway, my daily life and my activities have improved. And everything is just more interesting for the camera. That's why my views are up. My views are up because of Kate too. I notice whenever I don't put Kate in the thumbnail, y'all don't watch the video. And I can show y'all that. But it's more interesting nowadays. And to piggyback off of the whole canceling thing, the negative comments or the negative energy that used to come to my videos is extremely reduced. The last plethora of negative energy that I got from my comment section was when I went and prayed to the Buddha. And let me tell you, when I went and prayed to that Buddha and y'all called me some sort of a sellout or whatever, it was for the video. Okay, I'm a tourist. I hope I'm not even religious. I'm a tourist. That was something tourists go do, is go visit the temple and maybe you'll go pray to the Buddha or just do the ritual. The girl I've been with for 30 days almost is Buddhist. So she's just showing me her religion. But for those of y'all that appreciate it, I appreciate you. But I'm going to tell you about this black guy. We were the Buddha, the temple that I was at, that was, let me show y'all on camera just in case if y'all haven't seen. Let me talk to myself for a second. Austin, I'm so glad that you wrote out this live stream before you started it, because I was just going to freestyle it. I'm going to let y'all know right now, this live stream would have been done already 5 minutes in. But because I wrote this stuff down like Rilla told me, I can elaborate. By the way, shout out to Rilla. Rilla's been the biggest help this whole time. He'll be out here soon. And y'all, Rilla thinks that there's a risk of him. He's going to start a YouTube channel as well. He thinks that there's a risk that he might not win. And I told him that that's bullshit. Anybody that's with me is going to win. I'm going to make sure. So let's look at this photo. And I'm going to tell y'all about what happened. I'm going to share my screen. We got 576 people in the room. If you guys will get a video a like, share the video. Share the video. Oh. Okay. Hold on. I forgot where it was at. Okay. This temple in Chiang Mai, which was so beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I loved it. I love this temple. Here's the problem with Americans. Y'all don't have no goddamn respect for other people's culture or country when you go there. And no, I was not disrespecting Brazil. But we're not going to talk about that yet. There was a part at this temple near the exit where you sign your name just like you would on any other tourist destination. Like, hey, I came here, I saw this. I wrote my name, Austin Holloman. I put February, what was it, the 3rd, 2023. I put my name on there. While I'm signing my name, while I'm waiting to sign my name, I see something that says, Jesus is the God. And so I said, who the fuck would write that on there? And I said that out loud. I didn't say who the fuck, but I said, who would write that? Who would write that right there? Why would they write that? And it was a Black American man that was standing right there. And he was like, I did. And I was like, you don't think that that's offensive to those people that you're coming to their place, basically discrediting this whole goddamn place? And he's like, well, Jesus died for all. Yeah, that's what you believe in, jackass. You're in somebody else's shit. Well, it's not shit. Let me not say that. You're in somebody else's place of worship, propagandizing. But that's not even a word, but you're doing propaganda in their place. And let's throw this in. When you leave the United States, freedom of speech disappears in a lot of other countries, including Thailand. So in the United States, you can be a Satanist, you can talk shit about Christianity, you can do whatever you want. No repercussions, nothing will happen to you. But when you come to a place like Thailand doing that shit, what he did, you do know that you can get locked up and be never seen again, right? Somebody left in my comment section, they were saying that somebody was talking about somebody in Thailand and they end up getting 87 years just for speaking badly about that person and their family. You can assume who I'm talking about. So don't do that. Don't do that. It made me want to scratch out my name because I didn't even want to be risking somebody even assuming that I did that because my name wasn't that far from his. It was just a stupid ass move. And it pissed me off because it just reminded me of why I don't live in America, because motherfuckers are stupid. Now, let's read a couple comments and we're going to get back to the thing. And no, I do not consider myself a Christian. No, I'm not religious. I've been to church like 7 to 10 times my whole life. Uh, I'm not, no, not religious. I'm going to address these two super chats really quick. I appreciate you sending this super chat. I appreciate you being patient with me as well. I remember I looked back at the comment you left where you said my tone had changed in Brazil, and I see what you mean now. But I thank you for being patient with me. Dropping some support for you, young brother. By the way, Myron Gaines gave you a shout out on Fresher Fit, which I did see that. Brazil is not it. I see your Thailand experiences was way better. Keep making great videos. Thank you very much for that super chat. Yes, I did see that he gave me a shout out, and I was like, damn, okay, my name is going a lot further than I thought. Brazil's not what I thought, but we're going to get to that. That's one of my last points that I'm going to make. And I appreciate that super chat. We got Floyd dropped a donation too. Let's see. Is there a way moderators can hold, like, bookmark the super chats? Because I don't want to miss anything. Floyd says, "Oh my God, it's Austin Holloman." Thank you very much. Oh my God, it's Floyd, the infamous Floyd. We're gonna talk about Floyd in a minute, but I never put you on blast. But we're gonna talk about you. I'm not gonna talk about no personal business, but we're gonna talk about you. Now, like I said, I'm getting a lot less negative comments. There's a lot less people talking shit to me every day, which, hey, don't get me wrong, I enjoy you guys talking shit. Believe it or not, I do miss I love debating. So when people really thought that they were getting under my skin, y'all weren't. That was entertainment for me. That was my daily dose of dopamine, of serotonin, I should say, actually. That was my daily dose of serotonin. Having people talk shit to me in the comments. But I do understand that negative energy is not better than positive energy. Another point, my safety. We got 714 people. Y'all must have really missed me. Y'all must have really missed me. We've got 714 people here. My safety is a lot better now that I've left Brazil. In one of my vlogs recently, a few of y'all left when I said that shit. Okay. Whenever I was in Brazil, I would vlog. But number one, you can't walk around and just record in Brazil because people will rob you. Especially if you're walking around with my $500 camera, which is not the most expensive camera, but to them, that's $2,500 and they'll rob your ass. And you don't want to get robbed because some people don't just rob, some people rob and kill. It's just not a good idea. Also, being the fact that Brazil is dangerous, I didn't want people to learn my habits. I went to the same restaurant every day, 2 of them. I went to two of the same restaurants every day in Brazil. I wanted to keep going there. So I never recorded those places. As much as I wanted to show y'all how much of a gem those places were. Especially for picking up women. As much as I wanted to show y'all how much of a gem those places were to eat and to pick up women, Brazil is such a beautiful place. I didn't record those places because I didn't want somebody waiting on me. Because I was like, one day my YouTube channel is going to grow. And everybody's not happy with growth. So I don't want anybody to know my whereabouts. But here in Thailand, yes, that can happen too. But it's very, very unlikely. I got scammed yesterday by the Bolt driver. I was telling Kate in the United States he wouldn't have got away with that. But I'm gonna get to that story in a minute. But I can show y'all my whereabouts. You guys notice I showed you guys the gym I work out at. I cannot hide in Pattaya. Um, Yesterday I was approached 25, 25 or 26 times by Americans walking down the street. I see you on YouTube. I see you on YouTube. See, in Brazil, that wouldn't be so safe. People aren't walking around with guns in Thailand. People aren't walking around in Brazil with guns. But the people that are walking around Brazil with guns are the people you don't want to have an issue with. I went to a pool party yesterday. Uh, 15 or 20 people, it seemed like, knew me there. So I probably was approached maybe 30 or 40 times yesterday. And people are dropping super chats in person. In person. People was giving me money in person and buying me drink. I didn't spend any money yesterday, and I appreciate everybody that took care of me yesterday. I appreciate all that love. I didn't spend any money. Another point that has improved. Like I said earlier, my risk of getting canceled. This route that I'm going right now, uh, it's gonna be impossible for me to get canceled because I'm not doing any red pill talking really anymore. One day it'll come back, but it'll be a better strategy. It won't be so controversial. I don't know. I can't promise y'all anything because I love talking shit. But nobody's gonna cancel a travel channel. There's nothing to be canceled about. Now, me getting on here calling American women shit, which they are, uh, that can risk me getting canceled. And I have a better peace of mind knowing that this YouTube money could be forever because there's no risk of getting canceled. Versus back then, I was like, you know what? I need a second channel. I need to do this. I need to do that. I mean, there's stuff that can still happen, but I was like, I need to have another way of making money, which I did. That's not so necessary now. I can start another YouTube. You guys get what I'm saying when I say that. I think y'all understand. And about more support and donations, like I got yesterday. Support and donations have improved significantly. My Cash App goes off every day, all day, especially whenever, shout out to Dennis Sperling, whenever Dennis Sperling put me on his YouTube channel. That was when I was in Phuket, so that was over 10 days ago. Whenever he put me on his YouTube channel and put my Cash App, I received literally over $4,000 in donations in 2 days. That meant everything in the world to me. That meant everything. I bought a drone with that. I still have not used that drone because I bought the wrong drone. I bought a drone that can only go 30 meters high and 30 meters away. My mistake. It shoots in 4K though. But I guess in order for me to get a real city view, I got to be on top of a skyscraper already and then launch it in the air. Bullshit. So I'm gonna have to sell that and buy another one and spend at least 1,500 or $2,000 on one. I need to spend more. I used to have a drone back when I was in high school. That shit would be so high up, it could go 8,000 feet above sea level, which doesn't mean it's gonna be 8,000 feet. That's high as hell, but it would be so far away you couldn't see it anymore. It was literally a spy machine. It was like that Chinese balloon that y'all just shot down over there in the United States. It was like that. But I'm getting Cash Apps every video, super thanks every video. And I don't know if that's because of the content or if that's because y'all are proud to see that I did not allow myself to get Andrew Tated, or y'all seen that I switched up the way how I move. I don't know if it's y'all are Cash App because of that or just because y'all like the content. Hopefully it's both. I think it's both. Let me read a couple of chats real quick. Don't this fucking internet. Please don't tell me this internet is getting bad. Oh, look, I love you too, Mom. This is my mom. Okay. Let me read a couple of super chats. We're going to talk about that scam that I got into. We're going to talk about that. I'm very upset that I did not get to get any content while I was in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I still have a video. I still have um, a full day of interviewing women in Sao Paulo. But I don't know. I think I still have it. But I don't know if I want to wake up the smoke again. So I'm probably not gonna post that. Sao Paulo, y'all still can go to Brazil though. I would still go. Now let's read a couple super chats. Check your IG request, fam. Interested in an interview if you got time. Let me check it right now. FYI, the best way to reach out to me, guys, is through email. I got plenty of people that are requesting me on Instagram, and I cannot get to everybody. We got 865 people. We almost had 1,000 people a minute ago. His name is Mr. Fantastic. Shoot me an email because I don't even see your name right now. Oh, you said I'm in Thailand. Oh, that's somebody else. No, I don't see it, but send me an email. Hey, Austin, I just bought the 300 remote job listings. Misspelled my email. I didn't receive I have a screenshot of my order for proof. Send me an email at austinholloman@gmail. Send me an email right now and I'll email you this. Appreciate the super chat. And thank you very much for this as well. From Russ. Thought you left us hanging today. Respect. Yeah, I made a point that I had to get up. Kate didn't want me to wake up, but I said I have to get up. Appreciate that super chat. Cebu, Philippines, the best place to visit. Go to everyone speaks English there. Whenever I get to the Philippines, I'm thinking about doing. Everybody keeps telling me Manila is trash, but they said Angeles City and Cebu are better. So I haven't bought my tickets yet, but the way how I've been moving, I buy my tickets right before I leave, which is not as good because they're more expensive. But yeah, nothing's expensive around here though. Thank you for that super chat. What are your thoughts on Mexico? I will be moving there in a year after I transition to my new job from trucking. I think Mexico is going to be kind of like Brazil. It's going to be kind of like Brazil. It's going to be the danger is going to be similar. I mean, because Mexico is known for all those drug cartels and all that. So it's never as much as people hype it up to be, but it's still there. But I'm done with South America for a while, South and Central America for a while. I'm going from east to west. I'm about to go from Asia. I'm about to do everywhere in Asia, do everywhere in most of Europe, Eastern Europe, and then some of Western Europe. And then Africa for all you Hebrew, why don't you ever go to the motherland people? I'm going to Africa. And then I'm going to go back to South America. But I'm still going to make Thailand my home base. From what I can see right now. Let's read a couple. Okay. I'll get back to those super chats in a minute. My cost of living has improved since I've been here. Okay. Every time I get on a Bolt, which is their version of Uber out here, or Grab or Bolt, we're talking the pool party we went to yesterday by motorcycle. It took us 10 minutes to get there. It was 62 baht. Okay, keep in mind 300 baht. I mean, 100 baht is $3. So you're talking about like $1 or two. And it was a walking distance. I would never walk there unless I was trying to get exercise. To be able to travel, and Brazil was like that too. To be able to travel around places is that cheap is great. But what's cheaper than Brazil is the cost of food. Those big fish that they fry that y'all see me eat. I ate one of those yesterday for 300 baht, which is about $8-9. Okay. What you get with that. Let me not use that as an example. Basically, what I'm saying is in Thailand, you can eat a full meal for $1-2. I don't really trying to call me, but I can't. Yeah, we're almost at 1,000 viewers. Share the video. We almost got 1,000 people watching right now. I've never had this many people. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Whenever I first went viral and I had alpha male strategies on there, uh, I had 1,100 people at once. So I've had this before, but it's been since then. That was back in August since I had 1,000 people watching. But everything is a lot cheaper. Everything is a lot cheaper. The only trade off with Thailand is that for me, their drinks are not that strong. But the internet is better. Let me talk shit about Brazil real quick. That Claro phone service is shit. I got so tired of every day. Oh, you ran out of data. You ran out of data. It was like I was in fucking 2006 going to the store to buy more data every goddamn day. Nobody wants to deal with that shit. But in Thailand, I think my phone service is if it's not just as good, it's better than it was in the United States. They said they're gonna flip what I can say. Well, if they want to try to get on to me about a fucking phone service, so be it. What they gonna do? Cancel me because I said that their fucking phone service sucks? It does. It sucks. Now that I'm done, I had to talk shit. I love talking shit. So I had to say something. I'm gonna get back on YouTube Shorts as well, though. But everything is so much cheaper here. I can rent 10 days. I can be in one spot for 10 days for 300 bucks, and that's high. But if I was to do that for a month, I can be there for 500 bucks. 500 shit, sometimes cheaper than that. Sometimes you can get a whole month for 300 bucks too. If I was to sign a lease, I can get rent as cheap as Travel Versity showed y'all. Shout out to his page as well. You can get apartments for as cheap as 100 bucks a month out here. Meaning you could probably live in Thailand off 400 or 500 bucks. That's if you're not doing shit every day. I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, you can survive. You can live here for $1,000." Bullshit. That's if you're not doing nothing. Like if you was living the lifestyle I was living in Dallas, which was going to work, gym, coming home, groceries, cooking for yourself every day. Yes, you can live in Thailand on $500 a month, but I call bullshit on that because as an American, if you've got the money, when you come over here, you're not gonna do that shit. I have not cooked a meal in months because I don't have to, because I can eat out because it's that cheap. Talk about that. Talk about what y'all really do when y'all get over. Y'all don't live off no goddamn $500 a month. I see y'all. Y'all are not doing that. Actually traveling is another way my content has improved. I'm actually traveling. I was in Salvador for 2.5 months straight. Well, I went to Recife, but I was still in the same city. That I was not. I was no longer a travel channel. I was a Salvador channel. And before I left the United States, I told y'all I was going on a world tour. But there, to be honest with you, there was so many beautiful women in Brazil. I didn't want to leave. So that's why I ended up becoming a Salvador channel. But now I can actually travel. I'm going to the Philippines after this. Then I'm coming back to this side and going to Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos. Then I'm coming down to Singapore and doing Indonesia. I want to, if I go to Indonesia, I'm probably gonna fly to Timor. But Timor is, there's a reason people don't go there. But I want to go there because they speak Portuguese. And I think while I'm here, I might hit Australia, New Zealand, and Papua New Guinea as well. So it'll take me a while just to cover this whole area because I want to do 10 days in each city, each major city. But that's me actually traveling, like I told you I would. So me getting into some shit in Brazil and leaving was a blessing because I'm actually traveling. Another point, my ability to see women for who they really are and what they offer. I am not in any way saying that all the women in Brazil are like that bitch that put me on blast. But there's more than I thought. I knew they were there, but there's more than I thought. And Rilla used to tell me that, and I used to get on his ass like, "Oh, you just don't like him." I have to give him an apology. I see what he's talking about now. He was right, and he was right about women in Asia. Kate has cooked. Y'all see what Kate has done for me. Nobody has grocery shop for me since my mama did it. Okay? I didn't get anybody grocery shopping until I came and met Kate. And she's an Asian. She's an Asian. So when people say that about Asia, I think that they are absolutely correct. I've had, when I was in Salvador, I had one chick cook for me. And I had a few others that wanted to cook, but I didn't want them to cook. She says, "But you're not going to cook. I'm not going to cook for you all the time." That was the dumbest shit you could have said to Austin. She didn't last that long. Because I just told y'all, I don't even cook. I used to cook for myself all the time. I don't even, you weren't going to be cooking anyway because I don't cook for myself anymore. Outside the United States, I'm rich. So you wasn't going to be cooking anyway. But since you said you wasn't going to do it, you disqualified your own ass. But Kate never said that. Kate actually offers to cook for me. That's the fucking difference. Trust me, I knew I was wrong about Brazil a few weeks back. It's not that it's the same as the United States, but there is a level of feminism that has those women down there. They're not the same like the United States. They're not the same. I'm not saying that, but there's some things that they were sharing that I did hear back home, but it was not to the same fucking level. See, back home, you end up offing yourself fucking with those women. That wasn't gonna happen in Brazil. But you did hear like the whole, oh, I'm not gonna be cooking for you all the time. I was like, bitch, I didn't even ask you to. But I can see those women for who they really are now and what they offer. I can see what a woman like Kate, who she really is and what she has to offer. There's a fucking difference. But let me read the super chats and get back to that. He said, "Austin, take your sinus meds." Yeah, the the Claritin D that I take is illegal in Thailand. He said, "Don't lead with your stomach." Kate is ride or die. And somebody said, "Don't do Australia because of those spiders." I don't know if I've ever showed y'all how big those damn spiders are in Australia, but they make you not want to go. And I was like, oh, maybe that's just like in the outback. Maybe that's out there in the rural area of Australia. And somebody told me, no, they're in the city. And I'm letting y'all know right now, if they got spiders that goddamn big in the city, I won't have my ass. My biggest fear is spiders. And if they got a damn spider that big on steroids, let me just show y'all what I'm talking about. Why is everybody putting a 1 in the chat? Oh, yeah, we're at 1,000. We are at 1,000. Let me show y'all how big these. I don't even want to pull up a picture. I don't even want to pull up a picture of this shit, man. Let me show y'all. Also, Austin does not use profanity anymore in his videos. Aren't you guys so proud of me? I don't do that anymore. Jesus. Fuck. Yikes. Fuck this shit. Look how big that goddamn spider is. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Y'all got 10 more seconds to look at it and I'm done. That's enough. I don't fuck with spiders. That's a big spider. The spider is literally like this big. No, thank you. What did Rilla say? He said, bro, Australia is what? Yeah, he said 80%. Somebody said 80% of Australia is inhabitable. I can see why. If you got shit like that, I wouldn't live there either. Now, he said those bats are as big as a human. Let me see that too. I didn't even know that they had big bats. And then we're gonna read the super chats. I keep saying that we're gonna do that, but they got huge toads, huge bird. It's just a huge damn everything over there. I can see that. Oh, I've seen this before. I've seen that. That is a big bat. I can deal with that though. I mean, I can't deal with that. I don't want to fuck with that. But I'd rather be around stuff like that as opposed to being around a huge ass spider that has fangs. No, thank you. Towards the GoPro fund, I appreciate this super chat very much, and that is exactly where it will go. Because next time I might, if when I get the GoPro, I might just go do ziplining again, just so I can get better footage. Because I don't want to hold that. Also, my Cash App is $Austin Holloman. If you guys want to leave a Cash App for me to go towards the GoPro fund, it's right there at the bottom. Austin Holloman. $Austin Holloman. I appreciate that super chat. I support the movement, the passport, bro. Passport, bro. I'm currently overseas. It's literally the best thing any man can do to improve his dating, mental health, and overall happiness. American women just can't compete. Absolutely. And yesterday at the pool party, there was some American black women there. And so I asked Kate, what are they doing here? Y'all have y'all's own, I keep saying this. Y'all have y'all's own countries. You damn sure ain't got no business in Pattaya. If y'all come to Thailand, and this is not all American women, but the good majority of y'all, these so-called passport sisters, don't come to Thailand thinking you can compete with Thai women. Don't go to Brazil thinking you can compete with them on a beauty aspect. You don't need to be in either one of those countries. Because the majority of y'all are not about to be out here cooking the way how she does for me. And I can say something crazy, but I'm not. But don't come to Thailand. Proud to see you rebound, Austin. Keep making good content. The haters will hate. Come to Thailand. Come to Thailand. Please come to Thailand. But just know, if your game is not on point, you're not competing. No man in his right mind is going to pick you over Kate. That's all I'm saying. I appreciate that super chat, though. Proud to see you rebound. Keep making good content that haters will hate. Thank you very much, and I will keep going. I will keep going forever. And I'm going to keep showing y'all everything. Leaving Brazil was a blessing for you. Keep pushing forward. Appreciate that super chat, and I appreciate your consistency, and thank you. As you can see from what I've been saying, it was a blessing. Appreciate this super chat as well. Boracay is a place to visit in the Philippines. I will write that down right now. Also, I'm learning Russian. I want to learn as many languages as I can, but I'm learning Russian because these Russian people out here, they give you these looks and then they say something in their language. And it's probably best that I don't learn their language because I'm end up cussing somebody out. Because I know they talking shit. Bro, you have to meet up with Richie. Me and Richie Mac, we already did a video back in October. But I talk to him almost every day. We're gonna meet up again. I gotta get my DJI microphones. For some reason, they keep recording and there's no sound. It's pissing me off. I did a whole haircut interview, 40 minutes. We talked. We had a good talk. No sound. My luck. Appreciate that super chat. Great content. Also, I'm glad you're having a great time in Thailand versus Brazil. Absolutely appreciate that donation as well. I'm enjoying Thailand. I enjoy Brazil, but I'm enjoying Thailand, and I'm glad I got to see Brazil, what some people in Brazil are like, their Me Too culture. You should upload the Snoop Dogg beautiful music video to the Bird app. What's the Bird app? To Twitter. And caption it, no sexually frustrated men in Brazil, 2002. Yeah. But they're not going to talk about that. They're not gonna talk. They don't believe that. They think it's just me. Uh, I like how you're cutting these videos. I see how you're getting the messages across with them and teasing them in shorts. Nice editing, brother. Like button. Thank you very much. And yes, y'all please like the video. And that I'm not even trying to do that, but it is coming off as that. Like when I show Kate grocery shopping or cooking, I know that's pissing some American women off, but I'm not even. Hey, they're talking shit still, and I'm not putting no. I used to put American women down. Now I don't even praise anybody anymore. I just highlight what they're doing and I let it speak for itself. I show Kate grocery shopping, I show her cooking, and that highlights what she's doing. I'm not promoting it, I'm not disagreeing with it, and they're still talking shit. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. And like I said, I like talking shit anyway, so that's fine with me. I love the beautiful views in Thailand. Glad you're enjoying it. I love them too. I love the island hopping. I just threw up the whole time. Appreciate that super chat. Glad to hear Thailand is the home base now. Young homie, I had an ex that told me she wasn't going to cook all the time. Dropped her ass, as you should have. Thank you for the super chat. Will you make a video on becoming a digital nomad and making money online? Also explain currency in whatever country you are in and explain it. Yes, no cussing. I'm gonna cuss, but it's just gonna be muted out. But I'll try not to. On becoming a digital nomad and making money online. Yes, that is a good idea because we talking about being a digital nomad. That's the lifestyle, and we got to talk about taxes. If you guys don't know, expats usually don't pay taxes if you do it right, because if you're out of the United States, you get the foreign income tax credit or something like that gives you up to like $118,000, I think, of tax credit if you're outside the United States over like 300 days out of the year or something like that. So you're not paying taxes. That's a huge benefit to living overseas. Fuck this shit. Hold on. So I just seen a super chat somebody left. He says, I've been there, and those huntsman spiders are harmless, but they are number killers because they get in your car and they jump out on you. No, thank you. I would literally be put in the hospital because I would have a heart attack. Literally, even if they don't bite, just them being on me would like literally just no, no. I would it wouldn't. That would be the end of Austin Holloman. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Appreciate that super chat. And Russian is a great language to learn. Yes. Yes, sir. Please email me. Email me. AustinHolloman at Gmail. Yeah, somebody said it's $107,000 tax free. So I'm gonna bookmark a couple of these super chats, and then I'm gonna read a little more about why. You usually, so you don't have to pay taxes depending on what visa you have. I know in Brazil, if I had the digital nomad visa, I wouldn't have to pay taxes. But if you had a residency visa in Brazil, you would have to pay taxes. But there's still, in every country, still taxes are designed to not be paid for. Let me just say that. The entire tax code talks about ways for you to not pay them. I'm telling you, go read it. I read it in a book and I looked at it myself. Let me turn this chat off for a second. Yes, you still have to file taxes, but what I'm saying is you don't pay. You're not going to owe anything. Uh, the Brazil situation gave me the ability to see who actually fucks with me and who doesn't. Like I said, there was a lot of y'all that chose to disassociate. YouTubers. There was a lot of y'all that clout chase, didn't call me, didn't text me. I know you really don't give a fuck about me, but you made a video about me because you wanted to take advantage of that moment, and that's fine. But I did notice that. Uh, but there was a few people like Kings and Dreams. That's a YouTuber. Andre and Andrea Loves Crossing Borders. That's another YouTuber. Shout out to both of them. They talked to me every day. They gave me advice. They told me what I should not. I was getting advice from a lot of people. Uh, they told me what I should and should not do, what they thought, and yes, they stood up for me. There was a lot of YouTubers that did, but there was a lot that did turn their back on me. And like I said, y'all know Rilla has always been there as well. He's been there the whole time. But there was a lot of people that chose to disassociate themselves because some raggedy. I could say something so crazy about her, but I'm gonna keep it PG. But a useless scallywag scumbag, um, empty-headed trick decided to put me in a newspaper, and I appreciate her for that. I appreciate her for that because she blew my shit up. You probably made a couple people in Brazil hate me. For which is a bunch of gay dudes and feminists. Those are the only people that pretty much hate me. But yeah, and believe it or not, those dudes in Brazil that hate me, they're gay. They're not straight. There's no straight men in Brazil that were upset with what I did. They're gay. Because somebody tried to tell me, oh, no, it's straight men. Those dudes aren't really straight. I saw you're not. You're not. Let's read a couple of these. But there's nothing wrong. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. There's nothing wrong with being gay. But I'm just saying, those are the only dudes that are upset. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, I'm just identifying who it is. Let me turn off this music because I'm cooking right now. But yeah, it was very stressful. Real estate was stressful. It was very stressful. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna start there, but yes, there was a video that was reviewed where I had my shirt off. And like you said, it is a beach culture. I did have on the same swimming trunks. I had just came from the beach, but you know what? They were right. That didn't look good on video because I was fat. So I'm not I'm not gonna do that again. But yeah, those dudes are. It's just feminists and gay dudes in Brazil that love me, and they're dumb. They're dumb. I was in a Salvador group chat, and there's this idiot in Brazil, and we're getting into it. And he's like, "You're already infamous in Brazil. I can make you infamous in the United States too." First of all, you can't do that because nobody knows you. That's a nice dream, jackass. Second, I made myself infamous on purpose in the United States, dummy. That's how I know those people in Brazil they don't even do their research. That's why they think that I called the women easy, because they didn't even watch my videos. But I'm done talking about that. Lastly, the clarity of my message has not improved, I think, by doing what I'm doing. By doing what I'm doing, showing my life in Thailand, it somewhat shows what I'm trying to get across. But I don't think, I think the way how I used to directly say what I wanted proved a better point. But I think people are still getting the point just off what I'm showing them. Now, somebody says, use the art of letting go. I'm very good at letting go, but I'm not letting this go. Number one, because it's getting my subscribers up. That's a blessing in disguise. It blew my YouTube channel up. So, uh, like I was told, a good tragedy should never go to waste. So I'm going to keep bringing it up. I mean, you see how many YouTube channels are talking about me. They're talking shit about me and they're pushing my name. I've literally seen people come in my comments say, "I found you from a detractors page." There's somebody across the way that is butt naked and they do not look good naked right now. They need to close their blinds. Now, let's read this. I've been there in those Huntsman spider. Oh, I already read that. Bro, can you check out the remote jobs? Oh, I didn't read that. I started and finished in Thailand. Keep doing you, my good young brother. I appreciate that. You said I started and finished in Thailand. I could see why. I started in Brazil and finished in Thailand. I'm reading that wrong. I need to eat. That's me. If I never wanted to go anywhere else, just FYI, I could stop here. But I have to keep going other places because I got to see the world. Because a lot of people wish they could do what I do right now, and I'm going to take full advantage of the fact that I can do it. I love Bangkok. I can't keep saying that. Don't go chasing passport bros. Stick to the pookies and the simps that you're used to. You try to price yourself above the market, so you get nothing at all because you're just too much of a strag. Yes. The passport bros have officially left the United States. Do not come following us over here. Thinking that we're going to pick you over the local women here. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Appreciate that super chat, Will. Uh, What do you think about the Caribbean countries? I'm looking and going to Jamaica and Dominican Republic next year. I've never been, but I do know that there are a lot of Americans there already, and I don't want to be around a lot of Americans. There's a lot of in Thailand. It's fine. There's a lot of Americans in Thailand, but it's fine. There's more Americans than Thai people. It seems like here, but it's fine. But in places like Brazil, no, no, I don't like being around a lot of Americans in Brazil. European and African countries you're considering going to. So let's pull up this map. I'm gonna show y'all every country I plan to go to. I guess I should pull up the Europe map and not the world map because it's too zoomed out. Man, I need to wipe my nose. Now, right here. Okay, just can't pull up a regular picture. I can see that. We have Russia as the furthest eastern country of Europe. And then we have what the UK or Portugal as the furthest west, or Iceland. I guess it's Iceland, actually. No, I don't really want to go there. I don't do cold weather. I will not be going to Europe until at least April or May because I could go there now, but I'm not because I don't do cold weather. I will never buy, I don't think I'm going to buy another jacket for a few years. I'm not coming, I'm staying out of the cold weather. I'll be back in the United States 1 year for my little brother's birthday. His birthday's in January. I'll go back. I'll make that sacrifice for that. Nothing else. Not even Christmas. Now, in Europe, I plan to go to not Ukraine. I would like to go to Belarus, but there is too much going on in Belarus right now. It's allied with Russia, and I really don't want to get. I'm a black guy from the United States. I don't know how well that's going to go. Plus, with all my anti-American talk, I doubt Joe Biden would help me. But I do plan to go to Romania, Turkey, right here, Romania, Turkey, Albania. I've done a lot of research on Albania. Serbia, for sure. I've heard a lot about Serbia. Austria, Hungary, yes. Czech Republic, yes. Poland, absolutely. And I always wanted to go to Estonia because it's just as cheap as being somewhere like Brazil. But I think they have like a 1% black population there. So you're not going to see any of us over there. It's like Austin, Texas, but even less. Austin, Texas has a 7% black population. They have even less than that. I will go to Portugal for sure. I will go to Germany and Switzerland for sure. Netherlands for sure. I'm going to do as many countries as I can in Europe. It's going to take me a while to run through Europe. Now, I have to go to England. I absolutely have to because I have to be on. Pearly Things invited me to her podcast last year. She said, let me know when you're coming through. So I'm coming through. And when I get there, I'm going to let her know. Now let's look at Africa. Now, due to heavy propaganda, they make it seem like Africa is all a shithole. That's what they make it seem like. I don't go to shithole countries. I don't think there's very many shithole countries. But these African countries I will go to without a doubt. I like this picture too. They did a good job in this picture. South Africa, of course. Angola as well because they speak Portuguese. Mozambique as well because they speak Portuguese as well. But my number one country that I have always wanted to visit. Can you guys leave the name of that country in the chat? What is the number one country that I have always wanted to visit in Africa? Let's see what y'all say. Oh, Cape Verde is for sure, but that's not the country. Tell me which country. What country does Austin want to? Do you think Austin wants to go to? Uh, uh, in Africa. It's not Morocco. He said Texas. I've seen it. The number one country that I want to visit in the motherland for Black folks, well, really for everybody, is the motherland, is Ethiopia. That is the number one. I have wanted to go to Ethiopia before I even knew what a passport bro was. I've been wanting to go there for I think since I was a kid, I wanted to go to Ethiopia. So we got Angola, Mozambique, South Africa, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Kenya for sure. Kenya. I could go to Nigeria. I don't know. I do want to go to the Congo. I don't know which one is safer. Is it the Republic or is it the Congo? Because there's a Democratic Republic of Congo and there's a Congo. I don't know. Madagascar and these two little islands east of Madagascar. Reunion Island, and there's another one that starts with an M. Mauritius. I don't know how you say that. I want to go there. And Cape Verde, of course. And then after that, I go back to South America. Now in South America, we're going to put a big X over Brazil because if I do go back there, that will be the last country I go to. But I don't think so. Because I don't want to record anybody and 5 minutes later, I'm getting sued because I recorded you, even though you knew you were going to be on video, even though you knew that I was going to be. It's too much. Fuck that. Now, go back. I'm going to hit all these countries. I'm going to do Venezuela. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's dangerous. I'm starting to see that there's people that do go there. But I'm not going to start anywhere that I'm familiar with first. Only thing I'm familiar with in South America is Colombia and Brazil. So I can do the same thing I did in the rest of the world. I can go from east to west. Meaning I can start up here and go to French Guiana. Is that how you say it? Guyana? French Guiana? Suriname? Is that how you say it? Suriname? I don't know. Guyana, these three countries, and Venezuela, then back to Colombia. I'm going to go see Andre in Cali because I should have did it the first time. I should have stayed, but I was still a barber back then. I was still a barber. I didn't have the guts to move at that time. But now I move so that I can do what I want. And I suggest you get the hell out of the United States and you do the same thing. Ecuador. I've always wanted to go there. in Peru. Hopefully by then things would have been because I almost got stuck in Peru. Y'all, if y'all don't know, instead of me going to Sao Paulo, Brazil, I was gonna go to Peru. Peru was going through a revolution. I bought I wasted $800. I bought my plane ticket, bought the Airbnb, and didn't even do my research. So please don't be Austin, because I like to buy shit on impulse. Not like I used to, but I still do. Do your research. That was $800 down the drain. I didn't get none of that money back. And then I seen a week later that they had, it looked like one of their government buildings was on fire. So it looks like I would have been locked up abroad or beheaded abroad in Peru. Now I don't have time for that. I go to Bolivia, then Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina, Chile. And we could do the Falkland Islands too. I didn't even know that those existed. I've heard of it, but I don't know. And then I can go up into Central America and visit those countries, but we're not going to pull those up on the map. Let's get back to the super chats. I believe I've heard about Paraguay being underrated. Yeah, I was going to go to Fortaleza. I love Brazil, but we'll meet someday. Let's see if there's any super chats. We got 862 people. Y'all must have got bored. He said, damn, tell us, please. Ethiopia has beautiful women. I know. Believe it or not, when I was in Phuket, there was a lot of Ethiopians. And the way how they spill propaganda about African countries is so strong. When you naturally think, when you see Africans like from Kenya or Tanzania or Ethiopia in Thailand, the first thing you think is, how the hell did they get out here? Because we're taught that they don't know anything and that they're broken, and so we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about Floyd. Iceland will give black men a shock. Yeah, I've heard about that. Floyd does have another one. Give me 1 second. I had to wipe my nose. Y'all couldn't see that. I'm not going to let y'all see that. Now, how was your cruise season interview? Good question. So, the cruise season is one of those channels, from my understanding, that complains about modern women in the United States and talks about those issues. But what I didn't get was, okay, and somebody posted this in my Facebook group and it brought it to my attention. When there's a guy that says, I see those same issues, I'm gonna go to another country, then they flip to their feminine energy and say, you couldn't find one woman. You couldn't find one woman. But you sit around and talk shit about them all day. And now it's shocking that I don't want to deal with them. I don't get it. But I tell you, the cruise season interview did earn me another interview with the woman that you guys see me with last week when I was in Chiang Mai. I forgot how you say it. It's a woman. I'll give her page a shout out here in a minute. But she agreed and she brought me onto her channel, and I appreciate her. If anybody remembers her channel name, I have her information. I just don't remember it was. I'll get back to it. You know what? Let me not even do that. Let me be fair. But yes, I'll leave this so I can go back and shout out her channel. But yes, they tried to get me, but I came fully loaded, and they wasn't gonna get me because their talking points are old. Their shaming language is old. Appreciate that super chat, $10 super sticker right there. Thinking of making Philippines home and making visits to Thailand. Me and Real was talking about that because in Thailand you can only stay 45 days at a time, or you can extend it for another 30. There's a lot of extensions that you have to do in Thailand and all that. Versus the Philippines, you can stay up to 3 years as an American. So If you're worried about the visa issue, Philippines will be better for that. But there's a reason why there's more people in Thailand than the Philippines. I will say that. Write it down. Digital nomad exchange. Thanks. Yes. Let me write that down. I might make my vlog about that today. I wrote that down. Love the videos with you interviewing brothers living their best lives in other countries. Hope you keep that up as you see the world. Interviewing digital nomads will be amazing too. So today I have 3 or 4 people that want me to cut their hair that I met at the party yesterday, and some people I just knew. One of them has a condo, very nice condo, and he wants to do a interview just like I did with the married couple where they show the place that they live at. So I'm going to do that because that video I think it's at 100,000 views now with the married passport, bro. So I need to do more of those for sure. Appreciate that super chat. The man himself, Andre and Andrea loves crossing borders, sends the 20,000 Colombian peso, says drinks on us. Like I told y'all, this is one of the guys that was by my side the whole time and gave me advice and told me what to do and applauded me for the things I did do. And he's been there. He's been giving me advice for a while, not just in that situation. I appreciate that super chat. And this is what I'm talking about. I will be out there to see in Cali, Colombia in a couple months. Not a couple months. It'll be a long time. It'll be like 7 months. Shout out to him. Are you and 1MT cool? Yes. So let's talk about that. Before One Master Teacher did that live stream over me, the reason I'm not, yes, because he did put me on blast, yes. The reason I'm not tripping about it is because he called me first and told me where he thought I was wrong, which, I mean, of course, I disagreed for the most part on some things, but he told me where he thought I was wrong and then told me I'm going to do a live stream of this. So it wasn't unexpected. I mean, yeah, I respected it a little more because he was at least upfront enough to say something. There's some dudes that I knew that talked shit about me online that day or that time and didn't check on me and didn't even tell me up front what they thought. There's a lot of conversations people had about me online that should have been said to me directly first. Because there was a lot of people that burned their bridges with me. That's fine. Burn the bridge. Timothy, he says, second time I sent an email that says email not found. You have to be spelling my name wrong. Austin Holloman at Gmail. I did a video today. Nobody's a passport bro, but everybody wants to discuss passport bro shit. Discussing these guys' lack of solitary. So damn it, believe it or not, I don't know how to say that word right now, but I know what you mean. Shout out to Pablo Frescobar. He's been here. I met him on a live stream back in August. But yes, these people are clout chasing. They just want to talk about it. They don't want to. They don't even know what a passport is. Let's say that. Everybody wants to do passport bro shit. Nobody's. Oh, I'm understanding that wrong. Nobody's a passport bro, but everybody wants to do passport bro shit. Leave me another super chat. Let's discuss that one a little further. I appreciate that super chat as well. I think I might have misunderstood it. I need to watch your video. Shout out to nephew. Like I've been saying, you did nothing wrong, and it was strange and weird how many fellow YouTubers was quick to throw you under the bus. 1MT, oh man, you know, Big Bossolini got your back. Real talk, I appreciate that. And yes, I do know that. And he's somebody that also checked on me uh, since the first day everything went down. And even before that, he would often check on me every other day. And I appreciate him for that. Thank you for the super chat. Mr. Passport, bro, it's Floyd again. Oh my God, it's Austin Holloman. Thank you very much. I feel like such a celebrity when you say that. Why don't you make this argument? If someone asks why you prefer to pick foreigners over Americans, just show them the math and reading scores of the kids. An 18-year-old is not the same as an 18-year-old in the United States. I have said 18-year-olds in the United States seem dumb compared to 18-year-olds in somewhere like Thailand or Brazil. Because I've always said, oh, I could never date a woman even close to my age. When I was in the States, I had to date women that was like 28 and up because the mentality of people that was in my same age bracket just didn't compliment me. It wasn't even tolerable. But when you go to Brazil or, you know, like I knew a chick in Brazil that could speak 3 languages and very intellectual, but 21. But back home, I told her, I said, back home, I could never deal with a 21-year-old. Kate's 25. I couldn't deal with a 25-year-old either back home, but I can deal with her. She has substance. She's smart. They have a lot more substance overseas. Education and common sense is different. So Kate is half American too. Her dad's American. And she told me when she tells people that she's half American, people in Thailand be like, oh, you're half American. And they automatically assume that she's dumb. And they say, name 4 countries that start with the letter Z, which that's not easy. But that's how people view Americans. So what I'm saying about Americans being dumb, I don't think I'm lying on that. It's a blessing for you to go over to Thailand. You look a lot happier. FYI, keep cussing. That's what made people start listening. That's what made me listen to your content. Yeah. I can't be too clean. Like I said, I will mute my cuss words that way because I was informed that there are people in high schools that play my videos. And when I was in high school, they didn't play videos with a lot of cursing or cursing at all. So I'm gonna mute it. Live stream, I won't mute it, but on the videos, I'm gonna mute it just to make it a little more friendly. And I'm in other countries. I don't want to even have that confusion of somebody twisting my words because I said fuck, and then I said the name of this country in the same sentence. These people that don't speak English, they'll misunderstand, and then I'll be in another newspaper, which wouldn't be bad, but still. One master, he said, one master trick in trifling with Fred and Hobias, the panderer. Who is Hobias? Threw you under the bus. Fred and I still talk every day. A lot of people think Fred threw me under the bus. I need people to show me that one. I didn't see that. But I mean, one master teacher did throw me under the bus, but we just discussed that one. But whole bias, I don't know who that is, but appreciate that super chat. Well, you're funny anyway. That is funny, but I don't think Fred threw me under the bus. But show me. Ethiopia has some beautiful women, some of the most beautiful women. I used to live in Dallas, and they were all over North Dallas, but they didn't really fuck with you like that. Keep doing your thing, brother. What's going on, Jay Fleming? He's a passport bro that has expated to Mexico. He's living his best life out there. And y'all need to go subscribe to his channel. Jay Fleming is his YouTube channel. He is I believe he's a therapist. He knows a lot about mental health. Let's say that. And he understands the aspect of how being a passport bro is good for your mental health, because it really is. I'm living in ecstasy now that I'm not living in the United States. Believe it or not. Appreciate that super chat. Don't sleep on Rwanda, Singapore, or Africa. I didn't think about Rwanda, but Singapore, yes. Did y'all know that I thought Singapore was a city? I thought Singapore was a city because I was looking for it on the map a couple of days ago and I couldn't find it. So I was like, maybe it's just a city. I didn't know it was a country. Actually, I did know it was a country because I knew there was the place that you can't spit gum on the ground or you can't spit on the ground at all. But the other day I thought it was a city. Oh, Singapore is a city and a country. Okay, that's probably why I thought that. Because I was looking for it on the map. I'm looking for a border and this big Singapore. I was like, damn, I can't find it nowhere. Read a couple of super chats. When can we expect? Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay. Post nut clarity. Okay. So I'm gonna wrap up the topic after I read a couple more of these super chats. I watched your Brazil videos and now you in Thailand. In my honest opinion, you are having a better experience with Kate, who is very intelligent and knowledgeable. Absolutely. I'm enjoying her being here. And y'all notice there was no Kate in Brazil. And this is one thing I didn't like about Brazilians. This is one thing I did not like. At no point in time did just about anyone want to be on camera. Like, I know not everybody wants to be on camera, but how the fuck does a whole country not want to be on camera? Y'all remember when I had my shirt off and I had the girl that was on the video? She didn't want to be on camera. She was, how the fuck is everybody embarrassed? That's what they used to say. I'm embarrassed. I'm too embarrassed to be on camera. I can understand a few people, but how the hell is the whole country embarrassed to be on camera? That's another reason why my content in Thailand is different than it is in Brazil. Because even if I had a girlfriend in Brazil, they would have been on that, oh, I'm embarrassed shit. I'm too embarrassed to be on camera. Well, this ain't gonna work because I'm a YouTuber. I record every goddamn thing. Appreciate that super chat. What can we expect? When can we expect content from last night? I'm honestly thinking about dropping a bunch of videos just all at once, but you could expect that within 3 days for sure. Be easy and keep doing you. Salute. Appreciate that. It's Jay Clyde. He is also a YouTuber as well. And he is, I met him in Medellin, however you say it. He's a Brazil guy though. Stay safe for me out there in Brazil. Because they said I made the block hot. I don't think so. Appreciate that super chat. Thanks for the work you are putting in for the brothers back in the States. Once I shake this child support and passport up, I'm glad to hear that. I appreciate it. It's that bad. I appreciate that. Uncle D sent me. Appreciate that super chat. I appreciate him. Again, shout out to Dennis Sperling. Shout out to Dennis Sperling. Oh, I know what you mean, really. I won't do that. I won't do that. Austin's got some dudes really afraid of Brazil. Some people just ain't built for that life. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm the only one that should be afraid of Brazil. They're not looking for y'all. China banned feminism. I like that. Good. So let's have an argument really quick. Let's have an argument. Let's talk about this tweet that's got a lot of y'all. If y'all wonder why I keep opening and closing it, it's because I'm trying to let cold air in here. because it's too cold to keep it open, but it's getting hot every time I do that. Now, let's have an argument. Let me pull up this tweet. Now, right here, I shut down the internet with this tweet. I got a lot of people in their feelings. Are there any other young men turned off when they hear about a 21-year-old woman previously dating a man 10 plus years older than her? That makes, I had a typo there. That makes me reach. I don't even know why teachers was in there. I think I was talking to Kate and walking at the same time. And I was trying to hurry up and type it because she gets mad when I'm on the phone because I'm using my phone all the time. That's why I had a typo. That makes me reach the lowest level of interest. And I'm serious when I say that. Now, let's say this. Who was I speaking to when I said this? Young men. So if you are under 30, I don't think I was talking to you. I don't think I was talking to you. I think the young men goes away once you hit 30. You're not you're you're in your third decade of life. You're not old, you're not in your middle ages, but you're not me. I'm a young man. So let's start there. Now, why do I get turned off when I hear about a woman around my age dating somebody way older than me? That's a good question. Let me give you an example. I had an ex-girlfriend, the one I lived with that I've talked a lot of shit about her. Uh, when we stopped talking, of course, we saw other people. That was like a year and a half, and I never dated her again. I was just fucking her when we got back this time. Uh, she told me, "Oh, I was dating like this 30 or 31-year-old guy," and I was like, "You bitch." I don't know what it is about that. Whenever I hear that, it just rubs me the wrong way. It's not that, oh, I don't think that young men, first of all, I don't give a fuck about your exes to begin. I don't want to hear about your exes like that. Let's make that clear. But then the fact that he's a lot older than me, it's just something about that that just rubs me the wrong way. Is it because I think he has more experience? Obviously, he does, because he's older. I mean, logically thinking, you would think that he does, but it's just something about that that just like, for some reason, that makes me want to fuck with you less. Does anybody understand why I feel like that? And again, no, I'm not saying that that 30-year-old man cannot have a 21-year-old. I don't know. It's just a certain type of. I saw The Color Purple growing up, and I get when I hear about that kind of shit, that's what I imagine. Like, and then she gonna come back and fuck with me? No, you need to stay with the 30-year-old. Why you go back down? But let's see what y'all gotta say. Rilla, stop calling me. I happen to be 71. I'm an army vet, and I was worried about you. I have followed you, and I'm happy you're happy. Don't give up what you need. Don't give up what you need in your life. You can't control anybody but yourself. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good that somebody of your age is following my content. I still have to realize that all the time. So Rilla says, trust me, I'm running through them and you'll run through them too. I could see that, but that's not the point I'm making. That's not the point I'm making. as a 23-year-old, it does not make my dick hard for a woman to tell me she had her last dude was 15 years older than me. That does not make me, that is not, oh, I want to fuck with you more. No, it's the opposite. I mean, for some of y'all, that might make your dick hard. It doesn't make mine hard. Somebody gonna say that Kate was in Travelversity's, not Travelversity, Zoom to Thailand's video. Appreciate that super chat. Somebody said that Kate was in Zoom to Thailand's video. No. No. He would have told me that. He would have told me that. So let's open this argument up so I can destroy a couple of these folks that decide to call in. Laugh my ass off. That's a huge turn up. Yeah, exactly. Somebody said your mom's listening. Let me tell you something about my mama. And this is gonna make her sound bad, but it's the truth. When you hear me refer to women with the B word, believe it or not, I got that shit from her. I got that from her. So when people try that, oh, your mom's listening to shit, she's laughing too. But yeah, a man doesn't want to hear about any exes. Yeah, I don't want to hear about exes, right? But then when you tell me this motherfucker was 40 years old, 50 years old, 35, and I'm 20, that's not no. That doesn't make my dick hard. He said go blow your nose. So let's he said I got mommy issues. No, I ain't got no mommy issues. My mama loved me. It's just a lot of the way how I speak. I got a lot of that from her. And she also showed me a lot of stuff. But I just put the link in the chat to open up the panel so you guys can come in here and share your propaganda. Do that for about 20 minutes and then I'm gonna go. So because I didn't, yeah, I'm gonna go because I got stuff I gotta do. I just pinned it. You on mute? You on mute, Rilla? I would agree. I would agree.
All right, how's that?
You are on.
What's good, bro?
It's
Watch
good.
your mouth when you talk to me, ho. I said,
Uh,
stop calling. Funny as hell. How's it going, Pablo Frescobar? How you doing, brother? You're muted. All right, I guess he's not saying nothing, but yeah, bro, I think that comes down to you know, because I remember when I was like your age or whatnot. The biggest thing for me though at that point, you know, for you where you're at financially, you're already at a point where it's like you ain't had to have the same kind of like angst I had towards that, where it was like, when I was that young, I was in the military, so I couldn't even pick up any like side jobs or whatever, when I was in the army. So you just had to deal with whatever you got during that time, right? So I think it comes down to noticing women's hypergamy at a young age. That shit can be a turn off, especially if you have already been red pill and it's like you're recognizing their hypergamous nature, and it's kind of like at least you're getting it at an early age, especially if she's someone that you're messing with. Like why would that be a turn on? Like it's essentially validating the point that she's, a monkey brancher.
yeah, and I think that's what I think you're explaining what that feeling I'm having is perfectly. Like I think that's like it's just realizing that subconsciously I'm not actually thinking that, but I'm realizing like, oh shit, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Because it's like, what was that about? That's the
Right.
first thing that comes to mind. Why was you doing that? But yeah,
Right. Man, some people been asking, where's Kate?
she back to sleep.
Nonstop.
Thirsty
Yeah,
people.
I know.
Yeah, I wanted to address that. People talk about the slap or the face mush. Here's the thing, and I come from this culture, well, a little bit differently. When women do that, especially Asian women, they're just being playful. That's just how they show affection in public. It's weird, but they get handsy and stuff.
Yeah, what's his name? I call him what's the name I gave that cat that I showed you the video? Well,
Queen Buto.
You call him Queen Buto. I call him Peasant Bruto.
Peasant Buto, yeah.
Yeah, he's one that was trolling about the face mush, and I'm like, you're kind of corny for that, bro, because I mean, you've seen that they've been together for weeks now, like traveling all over the country, but yet you just want to take that out of context. Like worried about a girl face mushing another guy when they did it playfully in the video, and then like taking it out of context is like the audacity. Warren right now. Follow me on TikTok, Life with Rilla too. And this guy had the audacity to call himself a real one while spreading misinformation. It's like, bro, you're corny.
That dude looks like a struggle Trey Young, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys watch the NBA, but yeah, looks like a homeless version of him.
Yeah, that's what's up. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing?
What's good?
Good.
What's going on?
Hey, shout out to you, Pablo, for holding Austin down in other panels.
Yes. Thank you.
And Austin, I just want to say that, man, what are you doing right now? And I see your progression right now. What you're doing is right. If I were you, and you even said it yourself, keep going. Like go to other parts of Asia. Like a lot of people want to find out more about Malaysia, Indonesia, all these unknown Southeast Asian countries that a lot of people go to. Like we're kind of curious about them. Cambodia, Vietnam. If you can like move around, like like not just stand like what you did in Bahia, like you was out there for a couple months, and the channel almost seemed like it was a Brazil Bahia channel. So what we want you to do is like we want you to move around these countries, because I'm interested because I've seen the Malaysian females and they look stunning. They actually look beautiful. So we want to see more in that. And plus, there shouldn't be a language barrier. because they speak English out there. So anytime you can go out there and get some content out there, that'll be helpful for the rest of us, because a lot of us, some of us, we don't have the same ability to go to these countries like all at once. So a lot of us will want to see how it is. Like if you could talk about the food, the culture, the cost of living, the apartments, how's the structures like, how's the views like, a lot of different things. Then and if you add, like, say for example, if you end up going to Malaysia, and what you can do is like you can take a chica with you, and she can show you around many different parts of the. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna find a chica out there. No matter where you go, you're gonna find a chica out there. So she can show you around many different parts of Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur is the capital.
Yeah.
Around the other parts. Then you go to Indonesia. You repeat the same process. Get a chica. She can get you, and you can put on a thumbnail. I mean, what do you usually do? And she can show you around different parts of Indonesia. And Indonesia, there's like 15,000 islands. Like a lot
So
of
I'm kind of curious. Yeah, brother, we hear you.
Okay,
What's going on, bro?
right on.
ATL, Scott representing, man.
All right, so we hear you, brother.
BMT.
It sounds. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
It looks like
Oh.
BMT. I thought that was BMT.
Okay. So yeah, so it sounds like I'm kind of curious from the audience how many people miss because before Austin pivoted into the whole vlog thing, I asked the audience how many of y'all felt like he should get into vlogging and doing all of that stuff. Now they're in. How many people missed the content he was doing prior? How many people missed the red pill-esque rants and stuff like that? Or put one if you missed those rants and you want to see a little more of that, or two if you strictly want to see vlogs. Go ahead in the chats.
Can I do a 1.5?
Yeah, 1.5 if you want to see a mixture.
I wanted to address
not
that.
too much, but like
And
a good balance.
Austin, if you really want to keep your channel, just keep it on the medium side, like on the gray area. Don't venture out too much on the red pill side, because that's going to get you canceled. So if I were you, I would focus on the neutral aspect.
I wanted to address the question of the night and my super chat, Austin, that I sent you about my video. So when I was in high school, I had a high school girlfriend. She was a cheerleader that went to another school. I left. I went away to college, and I was hearing rumors that she was involved with a basketball coach at her high school. So obviously he was an older man. He was probably in his 30s. At the time, I was probably 19. She was probably 16. And yeah, I felt the way about it.
Yeah.
I graduated. I went back home. We saw each other again. And I was about to go out with her. But because of these rumors that, she was giving them blowjobs in the parking lot and all kind of crazy shit, I felt the same way you did, right? But that situation, she was actually underage and he was an authority figure. That shit could have got him locked up, right? So that was a little different. But I know your feeling. I know what I know what you're thinking. That I felt the same feelings. However, when you cross 35, and you'll see this as you get older as a young man, and you cross 35, age gaps begin to mean less. Particularly when both people are adults over 25. Let me give you an example.
Wanted to make sure you add that in there.
Adults, yes. So when I met my wife, I was 42. She was 32. Right? That's a 10-year age gap, like you just said. but we both grown. We're both adults.
Yeah.
So when you cross that 35 age as a man, and that person is 10 years younger, it's not. It's like it's nothing.
Yeah,
Because
I feel
now,
like
yeah,
I feel like for men, once you get past that 30 mark, right? Like I see this trend, and this is the way it happened. You know, for me, I was a DJ. The Rilla comes from my artistry name. I used to produce dubstep deep in the rhythm scene. So, like when you're going out or whatnot, and you notice that there's a lot of girls, they'll hover around the guys in the VIP section, guys with the bottles and all that. They all tend to be closer to 30 and all that. They're a little more established. They got money going. They're essentially jumping the cock carousel in their early 20s. You just notice it from an early age. If you don't go out to clubs, you probably don't notice it as much. But young girls, Andrew Tate brought this up. You see women on social medias, they're on yachts, and they're young, but they don't do anything. You got women who are nannies and broke, essentially around these really wealthy guys on the merit that they have money, right? So what happens is, for a lot of us guys, messing with those, messing with the super attractive girls when we're young, unless you got it like that, and you got the money, unless you're one of the super tall, young, gifted guys with money, it's tough when you're young. I used to get them I was an artist, so I feel like it was a little bit different for me being a DJ. So you enter your 30s, and you got money now, you're entering your financial prime. If you did the work, then you notice you're the one catching the eyes when you go to the clubs, you go to these places in America. So, they start coming around, hovering around, but really all that is them trying to get access to your drinks. So, you got to play the game, then guard your bottle, hold your bottle, don't let them fucking run off with it. The club game. So you're going to notice that. And when you're young, that hypergamous nature, especially if you're red pill, when you're young, it's gonna irk you, But when you approach this age, bro, I promise you, it just opens up doors. And yeah, as he said, I think it actually happens a little bit younger than his age. It happens when you're a man in your 30s and you hit your financial prime. For you, Austin, it's gonna happen a lot earlier.
You muted.
My bad. I muted myself. Where did I stop?
You said for me it's going to happen a lot earlier. And what?
Yeah, for you it's going to happen a lot earlier because you're already ahead of more than most, financially. So, you just got to be smart about it. Realize that, women are hypergamous or whatnot. You're dating outside of the country. It's still going to happen while they are, in other countries, but it's less of a risk than it is here in the States, like whatever. Yeah. But as you go along, you'll notice that, the age gap doesn't really matter. For women settling down, I just wouldn't mess with a woman who hits the wall around 30 until I'm in my 40s, personally.
Yeah, I mean that's a common thing. When I was in Costa Rica, I saw this old dude, like he must be in his 80s, with this young ass chicks. He was in their 20s, so the age gap doesn't really matter overseas. It's just that here in the Matrix, USA, that same old guy, if he was with that same chick, he would get criticized, But overseas, like a girl can be in her 20s and you can be 80, and nobody's gonna look at you crazy, But it seems like over here they want you to keep dating or marrying these women who passed their prime, So I'm like, dang.
I would say some countries overseas. I wouldn't say all countries overseas.
No.
Get you with a side eye.
No. We're what I'm referring to is the countries that we usually mostly go to. The Brazils, the Dominican Republic, Costa Ricas. A lot of the people in this sector go to. Like Thailand, the Costa Ricas. Right. Obviously, I'm not referring to all the countries. There's some countries in Europe where that's not acceptable. Some countries in Australia, New Zealand, that's not acceptable. Also, about Australia. Australia, from what I heard, is just like the United States. So you're not seeing anything different.
It's just Western culture.
I almost moved there. So yeah, I can kind of see that.
Yo, guys, real quick, there's a super chat waiting also.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, let's see. I don't see it.
I see a $10 one.
Oh,
It's in the.
he says, "Let's get it, Passport Bros." I appreciate that super chat. Somebody else says, "Please do not record in Chile. A black lawyer got deleted there for taking pictures." I seen that.
No.
Seen that.
So let me tell you what happened though. I was actually on the Instagram post. So they said he was in the wrong area, in the hood area of Santiago, Chile. And let me tell you guys this. I don't know where you guys at in the world. You cannot record being in the hood. Like it can be here in the States. Like it can be in South West Seattle. It can be in Northwest Philly. You cannot go to the hood and record something.
That's just the rules.
Yeah. That's cool. So what
he recorded something he shouldn't, from what I heard.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And the gang members, they were like, "Nah, you can't do that." So, yeah, that's something you can't do.
That's anywhere in the world, though.
Yeah. So Kirk Kaz and the sabbatical need to kind of watch themselves when they're out there.
Yeah, I got like
risk. Cortez is taking a big risk by him. What he doing? Like he's literally going to these favelas and in this hood and recording himself. That's a risk.
I heard he got strip
he's getting the views though. At least he's getting the views.
He is, but I heard he got strip searched in Cartagena because I don't know if they were real cops or crooked cops, but they strip searched his ass in public. So yeah, he needs to watch himself.
Right.
Yeah, I think, as far as like just older dudes, I used to feel the same way when I was in my 20s, early 20s. It used to make me feel kind of funny, but I think that's just what they used to call it, the vapors. That's just young women getting the vapors. They see an older gentleman. He looks like he got things going on. It's almost a reflection of them, like they made it. So right now I'm 40 now. I just turned 40. My wife's
nigga 40 where?
Huh?
You look
40
you look
where?
right.
Bro,
I just turned 40.
I
guess my wife's South Korean, so I'm straight. So as far as being taken care of, like Austin says, hey babe, I'm hungry. She gets the food. Hey, I'm thirsty. She's got me. So she keeps me lotioned. She stays on top of me. So it's dope. But that's all that is. That's just vapors, man. That's all that is. Is when once you get up in age, you'll be there like that. Right before you know it, you'll see the same thing. You're like, man,
right.
Especially stay single for a while. You stay single as long as you can. Young girls come up, they'll roll up, especially if you're doing well in life. So,
right. Also, the crazy part is Austin's already like well on his way at an early age. So, he's not going to have to worry about much of that.
I mean, keep rooting them on in the comments because I've been following.
But I
appreciate
like
that.
2000.
In a way, Pooh, I feel like that's a dangerous place for anybody who's as young as Austin to be in because, I feel like those lessons that you learn, man, they're so important, right? Like feeling that struggle, having to work for it. I mean, he's working for it and getting it early, but, in a way, I kind of, Austin is red pilled, so maybe he already has the lesson, though. But man,
skip all the hardships.
Austin, I've been watching you since the beginning. And I was like, this dude is just like me. I'm 24. I felt the same exact ways, thought the same thoughts exactly when I first went to Colombia. And you're doing it, man. Keep spreading the word. You're putting people on. You got some of my friends moving out the country too. Love
really?
That. Yeah.
Wow.
And my little brother, he wants to move out too. My little brother is 19. He's still in the United States and he's about to come out.
Wow. I was gonna say, man, like if you would have went to Peru, you would have a good time out there because they got the same chicks you're looking for, like those Brazilian looking chicks out there. They got it. A lot of people don't know about it, but they got those types you're looking for. But it was nice. My stay over there, man. The women are super feminine. The people are friendly. The food is just amazing. Like every food you have, even the gas station food, amazing. Everything is just good out there. The weather beautiful. And it's like, man, it's one of those places that's kind of unique in its own aspect.
Yeah.
Try South Korea also. I'm
South
in
Korea.
South Korea. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
is the capital a good location to go to, or you got to go?
I mean, you got your tourists, but yeah, the capital is dope, man. It's just it's not what you expect. You hear about South Korean woman, you think about the woman you see in the States, flat chest, everything's just flat. It ain't like that, man. The women are healthy, they look good, they're in shape. Being in shape is a big deal. And they're just cool to talk to. Now, as far as like the English language, you better learn your Hangul. You know what I'm saying? You better speak Korean.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a big difference.
Yeah. I mean, each man got a different taste, So I like those Brazilian looking women. So no offense to you.
Brazilian women in Japan.
Good.
Okay.
Big community in Japan.
But why I gotta go to Japan to see Brazilian looking women, though?
I'm over here though, so if I want to see, I know Japan got a big giant community, so
they do.
Is that a new super chat, Austin?
No, but Slick Witty Yo just says, "What's up, Austin? Keep doing you. Appreciate that super chat." Somebody also said, and I want to bring up Floyd because people want me to clear it up. As far as y'all know, Floyd did not like Chiang Mai. He went back to Phuket. The girl that he brought did not want to leave from Chiang Mai, so she stayed with us. I did not fool with her. There was none of that shit that y'all keep saying.
I don't know why dudes are like that, bro. It's almost like they want to create fairy tales in their heads. So in the comment section, they'll just project some fake bullshit out of thin air saying that, oh, he left because of this. He took her girl, and then they went and did this. It's like they draw a whole made up story in the comment section. And sometimes I'll be reading, going through the comments, wondering like, what are some of these guys thinking, and why? Because I got to go through and read all the comments, right? Like I'm literally in the comment section deleting all the hate. Bro, I swear they come up with stories. They make up their own narratives in their heads. It's wild.
Yeah.
Reality TV, soap opera shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's weird. So we got a few people in here who ain't get a moment to speak. Can you pull up the name, Austin? Ja, what's good, brother?
What's up, y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Can hear you well.
All right. Well, yeah. As far as the topic goes, Austin, I'm 26. I'm like a young guy too. Back in the day, I felt that same way. But if I'm being like transparent, it was because of insecurity. Simply because the 26-year-old version of me now, if a woman were to experience me, whether it's outside or in the bedroom, 20-year-old me is not keeping up at all. It's not even a competition. And so, like, I feel like deep down, we know that if she's fucking with somebody who's a lot older, then he's already giving her all the tricks and blowing her back out with the royal honey and all that nonsense. So I feel that's how I felt about it. I was like, yeah, I know where he's coming from. Deep down, it's like he know that man, that OG, he got some. He
got more experience.
Yeah,
that's why
I said, she's already,
Floyd, we're gonna get back to that. Floyd himself, this is Floyd, Mr. Passport Bro, says, I didn't like Chiang Mai. It wasn't for me. His English is horrible right here, but he says, I didn't like Chiang Mai. It wasn't for me. I like Patong Beach, but yeah, exactly. He liked Patong better. I like Patong better, but I had already told myself I was going to do content in Chiang Mai, so I didn't leave.
If you want to imagine somebody, Floyd, and what Floyd is like, just imagine someone with ADHD.
Yeah.
Floyd is entertaining as hell.
He was there. He was there. He was like, I'm done with this shit. I don't like it. I'm out. So he just ain't like it, man. He wanted to go somewhere new. He liked Phuket. He went there. Austin, you had me worry for a second. Made me think I'm gonna have to lead this whole stream.
That's this remote. I mean that's his
Magic
mouse.
Magic mouse. Yeah.
Switch it to the other way. Shit.
Yeah, those mouses are touchy. What's good, Passport OG? You want to chime in?
Well, you mentioned. Well, first of all, thanks for having me on the panel, and I'm glad to see you. I wouldn't say reinventing, but kind of evolving, I guess, because that's just good. So you mentioned you're learning Russian. What I would love to see from Austin is just seeing him switch out the languages, like switch like 4, 5, 6 languages. So you mentioned Russian. What is your new language learning approach? Like, do you note card? Do you listen to music? How do you approach learning a new language?
I use Duolingo. So I'll practice on Duolingo 30 minutes to an hour a day, and then I'll start listening to their music after I kind of get a basic understanding of how to speak. Yeah, but Duolingo is very effective for me. Not everybody.
Yeah, that's right. So there are some people who are just gifted in picking up languages. I've seen it. I just seen people pick up a language in a year. It depends on the kind of person they are. So so I would say, like, for me, what worked for me was I just put Post-it notes everywhere on everything. Put a Post-it note in the refrigerator, whatever. So anytime I want to learn a new language, right? So, but I think that's an interesting place to go with it, because if people see like a black face doing like that world traveler thing, it's just going to go. It's going to go. Your channel's going to go nuts, dude. It's going to go nuts. You start speaking a third, fourth language, dude. You're not going to be a black pill channel or a red pill, or it's not going to be that anymore. It's going to be oh, look at this cool black dude that's traveling the world, and you probably see quadruple subscribers in a month, because people are always looking for that kind of positive experience type stuff over the red pill, which is important, but it's a bit limited. So
it's limited for sure. Yeah, I think because I know Checking the Fake speaks multiple languages, but he doesn't showcase that. And I think what you're saying is being able to actually interact in several different cultures and different languages will be a lot more. Like Russian goes a long way in Eastern Europe. So being able to go through Eastern Europe and be able to actually relate to people in Russian would make a huge difference, just like it did in Brazil.
That's right. I think another thing people should understand is just do a little bit of Googling about Southeast Asia, dude. That place is about to blow up, dude. Southeast Asia is about to blow up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Vietnam, Laos, Malaysia, all of it. It's about to blow up.
I feel like Thailand is really about to take in most of it, Thailand and the Philippines. But yeah, those other countries are definitely going to be getting some love too, as people travel from the region if they're going to be out there for a long period of time. But I want a few people to, Austin, what do you think about what he was saying as far as like learning different languages? I know you were saying you trying to pick up Russian for some reason. That was random.
I've always wanted to learn Russian, but like I was telling you the other day, I'm gonna learn multiple languages. So
all right,
why are we going to Russia during the war? Nobody's going to Russia, but I'm going to.
Why? But what I want to know is why Russian? And out of any period of time, right now with the tensions going on in Russia, why Russian?
Dude,
I know the reason. I just, I want to make that entertaining.
You haven't seen a snack bar in Japan, dude.
Reminder, man. Don't get locked up like her, man.
I'm an undercover communist.
Wow.
Nah.
Hey, I gotta give a shout out to Passport OG. Passport OG did a bang up video on shaming and why shame doesn't work.
Don't work
in the US.
It ain't working.
I did a response video to your video. Man, that was a burner. I love that video.
Well, I mean, in Asia, everyone's not doing OnlyFans. You get discommunicated from your family doing that stuff. Come on.
Right. No, that's absolutely true. Wait, you were the dude. That video's on TikTok, isn't it?
Is it?
Is it? I'm not sure because I think I saw somebody
yet.
speaking about
But
something
maybe someone
similar
did.
recently.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
I also want to shout you out, Passport OG, as well. I know it's been a while since we were last on a panel. We were on Obsidian Ali's panel,
Yes,
and
we
I
were.
said some out of pocket shit, but not to you, of course. But I do want to
No, it's all
shout you
good.
out for your lit thumbnail, your thumbnail of the blood sport background of that one
dude.
female that was like kissing the basketball that's that
And
has
y'all
face
don't
on
know.
the-
Y'all don't
Well,
know about them big old 80s movies. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
And then
There we go.
And then Jones' face on Frank Dukes' character blocking the punch. Oh man,
There
that's a lit
Oh,
thumbnail.
man.
There we go. But real quick, I want to get back to Austin on this question. Why Russian, bro?
Oh, come on now. Come on. You know.
It's you know, but it's just a very I don't know. It's kind of like Portuguese. It was just very interesting to hear people speak that language, and it goes a long way. I mean, you can be in Romania, I believe, Ukraine, which I'm only going there, but
Right.
Russia, most of Eastern Europe, Lithuania, Estonia, all those countries, I think you can get by with Russian, right?
Really?
Just like getting by
Now,
with Spanish.
all I
South
gotta
America.
say
Hey, Austin, I got
is if you got Tinder Platinum, go set your location to Bali, Indonesia. That's your answer.
Dude,
Are you talking
can
about
walk
a lot of them visit there?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
absolutely.
You should see some of the snack bars.
Yo, Bali is wild. Bali.
You should
I heard they
go
visit
Ginza
Phuket.
or whatever. Like go to some of the upper class places where they got the snacks in Japan. Shoot,
Hey,
man,
Austin,
you
I
see straight
know,
models
Austin,
walking
you said
around there.
earlier you want to go to Papua New Guinea, so that's one place I'm actually interested in what they got over there, man. Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people have covered that place. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Now that would be good for your content over there.
Hit up Gail for Guyana. I know Guyana was on the map for a little bit when she was
Nice.
low key promoting it.
Nice.
I also noticed, like, if you want Indian chicks with all that feminism, Guyana is the place, or like even mix Indian African, or like, I don't know. It seems that there's three types of races that dominate. It's either the mixed Indian African, or just full blown Indian, or full blown African.
Real quick. So there's a few more super chats, and then Sick with it. I want to let you get your moment in because you've been waiting patiently, brother.
My bad.
Yeah.
You gonna shout out the super chats? I'll let you guys go.
Yeah, let me read this real quick. When will Vibing with Fred after Brazil stream? When does Floyd's next video out? They're hilarious. When will we get the Vibing with Fred after Brazil stream? Oh, we can do that. I'll talk to him about that for sure. I know he probably won't do it right now because it's too packed out there right now for Carnival. It's a lot going on right now that he was showing me.
That's right.
But appreciate that super chat. Go ahead.
On, Sick with it. Go for it, brother.
Hey, what's up, fellas? Big ups to Austin. Congratulations on success outside of Brazil as well. I've been following you and supporting you. I don't know if you've been monitoring that, but making sure that that I was making sure that I just make sure you are spread in a positive manner around my colleagues. And I'm a little bit older than you guys, and so I'm watching Austin do his thing as a young man. Definitely going in the right direction. Keep doing you. You definitely are going to excel, which I definitely enjoy seeing. And I got my brothers and my cousins all on it. They're all supporting you as well. So I'm in the corporate world. I'm a true passport bro. I've actually been in on the panel with, I call him Dr. Dennis, the Blizzard King. So I did show my lady. She's Brazilian. So I've been passport bro, and I got, all hooked up and stuff starting in like 2017. So I strongly encourage that you guys also do the same that hasn't done it yet. But Austin, I appreciate everything you're doing, brother. Keep going. I'm going to step back and let you guys do your thing. Appreciate the time.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
So Austin, you asked me about the super chat that I sent about my video. Nobody wants to be a passport bro, but everyone wants to do passport bro shit.
Yeah.
So what that is I noticed that a lot of the guys who were criticizing you and kind of passport bros in general who were also content creators, but they were also content creators.
Hope bias the pander. Go ahead.
They were also doing crap that they were criticizing about. Let me give you an example.
One was a lick. Go ahead.
They would always talk about, oh, you're always about the women. Oh, it's always about the women. But then you go to their channel and the thumbnail of every video is a girl and they on the beach. And
exactly.
Yeah, so I was like, wait a minute. You keep wanting to distance yourself from us and say, well, I don't move like that. I'm like this. But then I go to your channel and it's the same thing. You're at the beach, you're with bikini girls, you know, you're running around with it, but you're saying, well, we're wrong for that. It shouldn't be all about the women and this and that, but then you go to their channel and it's something totally different.
Yeah.
And the guy got 3 girlfriends in 3 different countries. But it ain't all about the girls. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like a hypocrisy. So I did a video on how that lack of solidarity makes it easy for them to attack an individual person, right? And separate them out from the group because you are so quick to say, oh, I ain't a passport, bro. I'm a traveler. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like you're saying, well, I'm not with them over there. I'm over here. So you want to separate yourself out, but you still want to, at the same time, use the same content.
Yeah, exactly. So I get what you're saying. They want to do what we do, but they don't want the heat that comes with it. They don't want to get looped into what I had going on. Yeah, exactly.
They don't want the shame and the guilt, like Passport OG was saying, but they want all of the clicks and the views and the likes. But they don't want to stand in solidarity with other men when you could easily stand in your manhood, right?
I know who you're talking about too.
Oh gosh, there's some connections missing.
There's a couple of cornballs I know you're talking about.
I mean, I'm just
saying.
One
of them was a lick, by the way.
I'm just saying. I didn't want to mean to hurt no feelings, but anybody want to watch my video can go to my channel and watch it. Nobody wants to be a passport bro, but everybody want to do passport bro shit.
Yep. They also want to create shorts and say I'm not a passport bro. I've been doing this since this year and that year. But here's the irony about this one cornball who I call Hobias the Pander. He was a lick in Colombia. Not only was a lick, he got the scope.
He's not the only one. Trust me.
I know. I got beef with him. That's pretty much why I brought it up.
There's a lot of people doing that same thing that you're talking about. It's so annoying.
And I also got smoke with that simping Hotep in the DR. Try to come at me. He's another cornball.
Yeah. Let me read a couple of these super chats real quick. What's good, bro? Hope all is well from No Excuse. Appreciate that super chat. All is well. How are you doing? Guyana Indian girls talking my language. Absolutely appreciate that super chat. I've heard a lot about that. I think that was Will that brought up that point a minute ago. Hey Austin, there's a video from Vibing with Fred with Run high school students chanting "Get your passports" at basketball games. Really, those are my high school senior boys from my school. They were in the video. Wow, I would if anybody has a link to that, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I want to see that.
In that video, when the lady was yelling at them, the girls were starting to attack the boys. They yelled, "Get your passports! We are the passport bros." I would love to see that. I really.
I also want to
see
shout. I also want to shout out Hammerhand for holding you down, Austin.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hammerhead.
Hammerhand.
Who is that?
He's part of the white manosphere. Well, I don't think they call it the white manosphere, but you're getting their attention too.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he held you down.
Hammerhand. I'm gonna look him up real quick.
Yeah, he did a stream about a week ago with what's the name that's in Thailand with you?
Black Ram.
Black Ram 303. Yeah.
And Oheen, who's with them right now, is wanting to collab with you. So Oheen is the Crypto Gang podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to collab with you.
Yeah, Black Ram is there with you. I think he's in Pattaya.
Also, Average Man Unplugged. I think he threw you a layup or threw you an alley-oop to get you to collab with Helga.
I emailed her.
I just got Helga, Filipina P, and Jay's email and got them in touch. So they're coordinating about that. I don't know if that's going to happen, but they're talking.
Yeah, the trip to the Philippines is gonna get you like 20,000 more subs, dude.
I think everybody in the chat right now, we need to harass Austin. Harass Austin. Tell Austin to send a message to MTR because he's still slacking on that. He's still slacking on that. He need to send a message to MTR and get in touch with MTR, but he's slacking. So everybody in the chat, tell Austin stop slacking.
Hey,
that's going to be a big one.
Hey, Austin, don't set in stone in Thailand for us like you did in Bahia, Brazil. You got to keep moving around, man. I know you love Thailand, but for content, you got to keep moving around, man. We want content from Indonesia.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Hey,
good. Just make good content, dog.
Hey, Austin. Did Pearly Things ever reply to you about that?
Yeah, but she said that they're not allies.
Ah, shit. Wait, why? Wait, nah. We'll sideline that, actually. Let's sideline that. Okay.
Carl, of course, Steve, the cleanup man, is going to deny the request to speak.
I'm texting you, as a matter of fact.
Hey guys, what you guys think about Donovan Sharp? Is he cool or what?
Donna Simp Sharp.
Well, I think one of the problems with the older manosphere is that they just can't answer the questions for what's going on right now. Like they had
Austin, I sent you a text
for 25 years ago, but now you gaming up women that have OnlyFans and getting flued out, like it's outdated.
Could I Austin? Could I cook a couple of dating coaches on your lie?
Go ahead.
All right. This is for Donna Sim Sharp. This is for Rolo Tamale.
Hey.
I'm sorry, listen, bro. I know you like
the Godfather. Leave the Godfather of the red pill alone.
He crapped on the passport bros, right?
Hey, look, he might, but he's still the Godfather of the red pill, bro.
All right. This is for Scamptony Pipe Dreams Johnson and his 20 scum cuckvention studios. Oh, and also this is for John Transthony Lube Style.
The rest of them I don't care, but Rolo Tomasi, come on, bro.
How about
the man engineered this whole thing. Without him, you don't gotta like what you don't gotta.
You got Tom like this before him.
Yeah, all right, guys before this guy's before.
There's definitely guys before him, but the whole conversation of high value man, SMV, all of the things that were in the Rational Male, the book that we all kind of speak about
You
now.
had Alan
That's
Roger
all.
Curry
That's
before that.
which thing? Because I want to see it come out before the book.
Alan Roger.
I need to see a quote before the book.
It came out before the book. I think he did.
All right, we're gonna talk in the Facebook group or whatnot.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I need the facts on that one, but I know the earliest mentions is definitely in Rollo Tomasi's Rational Male book.
Yeah, even E-Man says way before.
That's one guy I got to stick by.
Oh, come on, man.
The rest of them, I don't know. I heard, I did see the stuff that they put on the first guy you mentioned. What's his name? Red Pill guy. Sharp.
Oh,
Donna Simp, Sharp.
Yeah. I saw what Abba and Preach been getting on him about, and that's crazy.
yeah, that video was craziness.
Yeah.
But let's wrap this up in about 7 minutes because it's getting kind of, it's getting kind of late over here for me. It's almost noon. So let's see, it's 11. Let's wrap this up at 11:30. Just purchased myself a PlayStation 5 because I ain't spending money on these hoes. It's that bad. Keep it awesome, you to me. Appreciate this super chat. See if we got another. I know I missed a couple of them. Showing support. Appreciate that super chat and thank you for being consistent. I did go to MTR's email, by the way, so I'm gonna do it this time.
Okay.
Austin, I'm in the back. Those were my school bus boys in that video. The back waited for you to let me up. Oh, okay. Austin, really don't forget to hit up MTR.
Hey, what's going on, Austin?
What's going on?
Oh, yeah. From Obsidian, yeah.
Wait, so what did
What's
Rollo
going on?
Tomasi say? What's going on? What did Rollo Tomasi say?
About what?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody said
he had a video that Passport Bros is a cope or something like that.
He also spoke about going to the Philippines and about Filipinas and all of that. So I don't know why people are saying he's against Passport Bros when he also spoke about that. So
no. If you watch his latest video live, he actually disses the Passport Bros, man, and that's when I started to subscribe from his channel. I was like, yo, I'm not having this. Because he keeps, preaching this high value thing and all that, man. And nobody got time for that, man. The only, like, something you can do is just get your passport and just travel abroad.
And I don't know if I necessarily agree with you because, as a man, you should still be striving to become the best version of yourself. Not just be satisfied with whatever you're earning and then just trying to travel. Traveling is, you get the most bang for your buck, living abroad and living across seas. But while you're in these places, you should be trying to earn more and trying to reach your full potential. So
that's true. That's true. He's right. Hey, Pablo.
But Rollo wants you to compete in this dating market. That's where I disagree with him.
I don't know if I agree with that because he's also mentioned, going to the Philippines and several countries. So I think if anything, he's probably saying,
I watched the whole live, Villa.
He points. If he's speaking about the fetus men, if he's speaking about a lot of, hold on, Buck. If he's speaking about the men who tend to be the fetus, like the black pill, dudes who are just throwing their hands up and giving up kind of thing, then yeah, you should be striving for more. Absolutely.
Hey, Pat, Pablo.
Yes.
You remember when I said to you that my school bus boys saw me watching Frustrated 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that video that you played from Vibing with Run? Those were my school bus students.
Yeah.
No, it's Vibing with Run. Vibing with Run. I found the YouTube channel. It's called vibing with Run. Those were my school bus boy students that were at that basketball game.
Oh, okay.
That was them. That was them.
Wow.
What happened was the girls were really messing with the boys
at the basketball game.
Yes, they were. Yeah, first they started saying, "This is what they told me," because I watched the video and I was actually just watching. They're like, "Oh wow," and all of a sudden they got on. They were like, "Yeah, that was us. We were at a basketball game in the city and in Manhattan." And the girls were messing with the boys. And that's when you have them saying, get your passports. And then they started saying, we are passport bros. And that's when that white lady just started running up.
Wait, what?
But they were trying to taunt them. Okay.
You never saw that,
the channel. You never saw it?
I never seen it, but it sounds crazy.
Yeah, so let me
It is crazy.
Let me give a little background. So it was a group of high school boys at a basketball game
in Midtown Manhattan.
I didn't know that part, but I knew.
I'm telling you, that's where they are.
Okay,
mm-hmm.
So they began to chant, "Get your passport! Clap, 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 clap."
Oh shit!
Get your passport!
Damn!
Clap, 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 clap.
Imagine that. Also, we got high school kids doing this.
And an obese woman runs across the basketball floor.
No.
Angry, furious at these high school boys for chanting this at the opposing team or opposing crowd of girls or whoever or her. I don't know who it was. And she runs. She runs across the basketball court to confront them and is held back by, I don't know, security or somebody.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's out there.
Yeah.
If somebody could send the video link, I'd love to see that. Watch that.
I could upload it to you, but I need your email address. I'll definitely send it to you because it's crazy. And those were my school bus boys that were at an away game at the opposing side, and the girls were messing with them, and all of a sudden they just started saying, get your passports, and that's when that white woman just came across from the opposing team. That was them. Because my high school, my former high school students, I'm not a school bus driver anymore. I drive trucks. And they were like, that was us at that basketball game. We got and then they started pulling out their passports to make even more fun of them, because at the end of the video they started pulling out their passport cards to taunt them. I was like, wow, y'all did that? They were like, yeah. It was at a basketball game in Midtown Manhattan. They were at a school in, I think it was like Midtown High, and the girls were messing with them, and they decided to show them. They said, get your passports. Yeah, my former students have their passports.
All I gotta say to that is, it's that bad.
It is that bad because let me give you a little backstory on it. Go ahead.
I got it. I'm sharing screen. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled up if you want to see it.
Oh, it's crazy.
If it ends up showing up in a Super Bowl commercial, like any kind of passport bro topic, it's gonna be over.
Damn.
I know.
Well, it speaks to the power of what Austin and what the movement is doing. These young kids are seeing happy black men, dude. They're seeing happy black men on camera.
My students' fathers, Austin, want to buy you a beer.
That's true.
Being their hero.
Trip.
Wow.
For being their hero. Yeah.
And
you know what happened? After the death of Kevin Samuels, because I told this story a lot, after the death of Kevin Samuels, when I started to become a school bus driver, my high school boys, their fathers are passport bros. And
let's see, Pablo. While you're talking, bro, Pablo, go ahead and pull up that video.
Yeah. What happened was they got their passports because they saw the girls online. Their fathers saw the girls online disrespecting Kevin Samuels when he died. And so they applied and they got their sons' passports. And originally when I said that, everybody thought I was crazy. Because I was like, yo, they're pulling out. I said, yo, they got their passports. These guys, they got sons. They're pulling their sons' passports, and they didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Everybody thought I lived in my mom's basement and thought I was a troll and all sort of good stuff until there, Pablo.
I did.
Show
I
the
thought
video.
you were crazy, Nordine.
Exactly.
I thought Nordine don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's crazy. But I have it shared, and I also dropped a link in the private chat here in StreamYard. So however way you want to play it, it's up to you.
Okay, I'm about to play it. Appreciate this.
Pablo thought everybody here probably thought I was crazy until this.
I'm about to play it right now, and after this video, I got to wrap up the live, and we got to continue another day. All right, well, let me share the screen.
Damn. It's on the news.
Oh, it was on the news.
Oh, it's on the news. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's crazy. Hey, I can't hear the audio, Austin. No audio, Austin. No audio.
St. John's High School.
Oh my
God.
That's crazy. It ended up on the news too.
Wow.
You gotta click on
and they call it a derogatory chant.
Ask my students.
That's funny.
Buzzer. The match between Rigetti and St. Joseph became more than just a basketball game. Where are your passport chants? Build a gym.
Hey, Austin, you gotta say
section. This leading.
Hey,
to a
let's
heated
listen
exchange
up.
between school
Yeah, you gotta say
officials.
it's fair use because you're gonna get copyrighted.
Fair use. Fair use.
Ask my
Where's
students.
your passport chants? The words believed to be aimed at the Cross Street Rivals basketball team, which has 3 players from Puerto Rico and a player from France, according to the San Maria Times. The chant sparked quite the scene. As you can see, St. Joseph's principal Aaron Doherty stormed across the court to confront the Rigetti students. A woman then tries to calm Doherty down when Rigetti's assistant principal Ted Lyon got involved in the exchange and traded words. Rigetti students Damian Perez and Gabriel Barunda were at the game. They say while chants between the rival teams are common, Tuesday night's words went too far.
That's pretty.
This was 2 years ago though.
Yeah, so you see, we're trying to spin this and make this.
Oh.
Yeah, this is definitely more race related than it
And
is
it doesn't
about
sound like
passport.
it doesn't sound like a passport promotion thing either.
All right.
Okay.
I guess
But
we
still,
misread.
get your passports.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Rilla on this one. This is more on the other side, man. This is not a passport bro thing, man.
Yeah, that's definitely not. But anyways, it would have been nice, but yeah, no, that was definitely a spin. But I guess we're gonna end it there, 11:30.
Hey, Austin, I'm glad you took that jazz music out of your contest, but that shit was annoying, man.
Hold up. Can I speak on that? Can I speak? You should still use it on live panel, or you should still use it on live panels, or anytime you want to cook someone, have that play in the background.
Yeah.
I had to get on Austin's ass for like.
Austin,
I swear to God, it was a whole week.
Austin, when you
has
went to
gotten better.
Bangkok and you was producing the Bangkok contests and you had that jazz music on, and you remember you went to that one park? You had that jazz music. I'm like, what the hell is this doing?
Yeah.
I just want to say to you, thanks. I just want to say thank you, Austin, for being an inspiration to my students. I want to say that their fathers would really like to meet you and buy you a beer because they were like, you saved my son's life.
All right, I'm gonna get off here, man. Wow. It was a nice stream, Austin. I'll see you. I'm gonna shoot you a call, bro.
Yes, sir.
And really, I always shout you out on other panels too.
Oh shit, big up. Oh yeah. Pretty last little thing here. March 27th, I'm headed to Bangkok. Austin and I are gonna link up. Then I'll be launching my YouTube channel. Kind of, I guess my game plan is to be in Bangkok and then the Philippines. I'm hoping to get quite a bit of support. You know, that way I can make it a full-time thing. If not, then I'll try to plan to, pick up a contract gig as a software engineer and do YouTube on the side. But ideally, I'd like to go 100% of the time. So, if you guys want to follow, I appreciate it. If not, it's cool too.
Hey man, Austin promoting shit, man. Just
Drop
post
here.
it on the link, and Rilla, we
Yeah, do
definitely
that.
looking to your content, man.
Yeah.
You have the personality for it. I mean, you have the content. You have a pretty good idea of who's. We just looking for you to produce the contents, man. And also keep us in the loop. Rilla, also keep us in the loop.
I also want to shout out one more person. He's not in the panel, and I don't think he's in the chat, but he does a lot of work. It's VFX Swag. He's always in the Spanish chat. He's always there, helping people to learn the language, helping them to improve the language.
Right.
He always volunteers his time, not only just doing in the chat server, but also the voice chat as well. So he spends a lot of quality time doing that. So I think he should get his flowers as well.
Thank you, Austin, again.
Austin. Oh, go ahead.
And Passport OG, believe me, the OGs are getting younger. They're getting younger now.
Oh, good. That's good.
They went from Austin's age down to now it's the last report. It's 9 years old.
Austin, they want you to end it on this note, and so we appreciate all you guys coming on the panel. But somebody's asking the question. So, Austin, was it a blessing to leave Brazil?
Absolutely, 100%.
There we go. The verdict, the question of the live stream was answered. You guys have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Go ahead, Passport OG. You had something to say though.
No, just the most powerful thing you could do is just be a Black man on camera enjoying your life. That is messing up a whole bunch of people's day, dude. And I'm happy to see it. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do your thing, bro. Do your thing, man.
And here's my final thought. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead, and we're gonna end it right here.
Puff the Tragic's dragon, living in defeat. She's riding the cock carousel in a flood that's full of skeet. All right.
Fucking will.